Oops, I think I need to start with an apology before we get going the show because I meant to time out Mel and I accidentally just hit bad instead. Hey Mel, how are you doing? 1 second while
I've been placed in timeout.
Are you actually in timeout?
That's what it says.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I can't undo that. That's fine. So,
how did you get it? What did you do?
Yeah, I think I was just checking because I was going to time out Kevin and be funny, but I can't time out Kevin. So I think only you have full control over everybody. So anyway,
context notes. Welcome to 3 Soul Talk, by the way. Happy Thursday.
I'm typing shit in the chat.
Basically, what happened is we're all debating. Kev has turned up in chat for the first time in a while. Hey, Kev. Hello, all foldies. And he is notorious for accidentally putting other people in timeout. He sort of like jokingly, says he's going to do it. And Mel tried to do it to him as a joke and commented, "Oh, look, mods can't mute mods." And I was like, I can mute the mods. Because I'm a monster.
You know what, though? He can't mute me here.
No, I can't because you have the power to unmute yourself, even if I do that. So
I have the power.
I gave you that power. So now we've discovered
the show with evil laugh.
Now we've discovered the mod on mod anarchy and the mod on mod power levels. Welcome everybody. Yes, break out the popcorn. Enjoy the show because we are going to have fun. Apparently, I missed the memo about wearing blue this week. So,
okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's exactly right. Just what they said. Yeah, so, but. That's just how it goes,
Wetlanders.
Exactly. Avienda says the quiet things out loud.
So, I realize that I didn't. You said it, I think, last week that was from a parody, and I actually realized that it was from the parody that took me out first time I ever entered What Idol. I went up against Alyssa. I had the unfortunate, terrible bad luck of going up against Alyssa, and I lost her, and I was like, okay, valid. but it's so funny that like the parody that took me out has now become part of our show. We've embraced it. We have
embraced it. So, welcome all the lovely people in chat. For those of you that turned up and aren't currently members, I'm going to gift out 5 memberships right now. So, boom. Hopefully that appears in chat and gets announced, and then 5 random people will gift a membership, which means you get access to fun emojis for a month. So, that's going out now. So, hope you enjoy those. you get to put all the fun emojis in chat. You can just look. Where are they? Like, where are they? Right there somewhere, aren't they? Oh, there we
Yes.
go. In the emotes, and then you can put like, I'm going to throw some in. I need to add some new ones, I think. Boom. There we go. So, oh, bless you, Rajesh. So little stress when you're not in it for the competition part for you. Okay, fair enough. So, Mel, you're in. No, I didn't want to click that. Mel, you're entering.
I actually submitted. I have
Ooh.
submitted my parody.
Your parody.
So
is done.
it has been gifted to the gods.
Gifted to the gods.
For your enjoyment and judgment. And I just want to apologize in advance. I have so much toe. So much.
You do not have toe.
The most. In the best way possible. That's so much toe.
Leigh-A, are you doing one?
Nope.
Nope. Nice and
I
easy.
will. I've got a whole bunch of parodies half written, and one day I will make them. But in case y'all have never noticed on the show, I'm a little bit competitive, and very overcritical of myself. So I will probably, even for the non-compete part, like I'll just make when I have free time eventually.
Yeah.
I'll make parodies and we'll show them here. So
Love it.
So
Now,
another reason to eventually watch our show is because I will eventually, one of these days, have a parody for us.
I love that.
I love it.
that.
I will keep watching this show.
Yeah, I suppose I'll
Me
keep
too.
watching. Yeah, I might do that.
It's a thing that we could do on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other things to do on Thursday nights.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. I think I'm about halfway through writing mine. I did like a week ago. I had like a verse and a chorus written, and then today I kind of rewrote half of that. Because I got a different. I decided I haven't changed my theme, so I picked a certain genre of music and a certain theme to go with it. Themes that would not line up, but I'm having fun with it. And I didn't change either of those things, but I changed like the slight angle of the subject theme. So yeah, I decided to actually rather than I had it too focused, so I've gone a bit broader, I suppose.
Yeah, cool.
So
I can't wait.
I think at this rate, I will not make a music video like I kind of had thought about. That probably will not happen. Let's be honest, Rob. But I say
nice
that every
to
year.
Start
I'm gonna make
with
a music video.
vision, and then slowly realize, oh no, that's a bit too much. Okay, oh that's hard. Oh, and then you get the video you come out with.
That's
more
really
of a-
funny because I kind of do the opposite. I'm like, okay, I want to do this thing, and let's see how ridiculous I can make it. We'll see. And then I just keep adding to it. I just keep making more ridiculous.
Yeah, mine is normally a case of I could do this. That would be really cool. I should do that. And then it usually gets down to, well, I got like a week left, so I guess I won't do that. And then it's like, oh, it's due tomorrow. Well, I definitely won't even do that.
It's like the costumer's dilemma right before a con is like, oh shit, what can I do at the last minute?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. A threefold talk collab.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
We have one. Don't we have one?
We have one written.
Did we write that after the first year?
Wasn't it Beyonce's All the Single Ladies?
Yeah.
You're not meant to tell them what it is.
Oh, well, you know what? There was a whole bunch of people here, if you watch that episode, who helped with the lyrics, and then we kind of went off.
Did we write it on the show? I don't think.
No,
I wrote it.
Yeah, Mel wrote it.
I mean,
Okay.
Chad wrote it. Or Shelly wrote it.
Yeah, sorry,
Shelley.
Shelly. Yeah,
Shelly wrote it. Yeah.
This is true. Yeah.
Nobody listens to what I say anyway, so it's okay.
we should do that at some point, shouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's only been in the dark for like 2 years now, so it's fine.
But you know what we're gonna collab on tonight?
What's that?
Dramatic readings. And it's gonna be amazing.
Readings. Well, that sounds like a good segue
Thank you.
into the news. So why don't we do a little bit of Daily Vale, folks?
brothers and sisters.
It is time to cover up your face.
For the Wheel of Time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
All right, it is Daily Veil time, folks. So, as we've just listened to the wonderful voices of Malkier and Kate reading, why don't we kick it off first with this little piece of news? And that is Kate tweeting out that she has been. Now, Mel, you've just gone and looked into detail this for us. She's been. This is like the Audible or the audio files like narration Hall of Fame or something, basically.
Yeah, it's a lifetime achievement award, basically, for audiobook narrators. And so she was inducted into the Golden Voice. I guess they have a whole long list of it. It's pretty awesome and completely well-deserved. I can't believe she's not already in it.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely should have been there. So congratulations to her, and obviously to the two people that were also put in there with her that I do not know, Dominic Hoffman and Robert Peckoff. Congratulations to them, but mostly to Kate, because we love Kate. So.
Yeah. It is funny. I forget who... Someone made a comment about Lifetime Achievement Awards and how they feel like, they're like, you're going to die soon, so we're going to give you this award.
Wow.
And it's just
Let's
like,
not have that be a thing.
You know, like, it's
No,
just
right?
like,
Yeah, we are not manifesting.
we're not manifesting that for Kate. And we know she's got a whole lot left in her wheelhouse. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the way she parties is anything to go by, she ain't going anywhere. So
she is well preserved.
Yeah.
She could handle the Threefold Land like nobody's business.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
That is very, very true. All right, let's get up the next piece. So more money stuff. So
Yeah.
got this out from WoTseries. They have discovered that the Wheel of Time cost over $260 million for the first two seasons. So let's just switch that. Here we go. Look at that. Wasn't that slick? Getting good at this. But yeah, so they've done this through the financial filings here in the UK by the production company Little Island Productions. And so basically it's because all the private companies in the UK are required to file their financials with Companies House, because we like to know what you're spending your money on, or at least how much you spent and where you spent it. You don't have to tell us how many napkins you brought, or how many packs of printer toner or something, but office supplies, how much did you spend, things like that. So so it's a UK company that they do for the production of Wheel of Time. They register each season separately. And apparently that's not very uncommon. That's a pretty standard approach. They've done that for the South Africa and Canary Islands. There were 3 filings for season 1 and 2 for season 2, but that's because of COVID shutdowns and things like that. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and they've worked out.
This was the first time I learned that the production company was called Little Island Productions.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So
I didn't know.
I love Patrick's comment here, by the way. If they offered up some merch, we could help offset that.
Honestly, I had the exact same thought when I read it. I was like, wow. I mean, I appreciate this amount of money that you're spending on it, but we could pay you back a little. We could.
So, yeah, across...
we would. No, we just could. We would.
Yeah, we would. Across the 3 reporting periods they did for season 1, because it also across 3 years as well, or 3 tax periods. They spent £107.4 million, or just shy of $140 million. And then the initial report for season 1 stated that it expected that the budgeted production cost for television program will increase by 8 to 10% due to ongoing obligations of crew contracts. So they reckon it costs an extra $10 to $12 million due to COVID.
Oh wow!
And then which is
That
crazy
makes
how
sense.
much extra that costs. But it does make sense. Yeah.
Because they probably had to redo a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, redo. They were probably paying certain people.
They had to keep people on the payroll.
Yeah, keep some people on the payroll.
Extending contracts. Yeah.
Yeah. things like that. So it makes sense. I mean, if you're messing around with contracts and things, I'm sure you know at the very least paying lawyers for this stuff like that. So, and then season 2 they spent £95.4 million on, or just a fraction over $124 million. So it means the cost for season 2 episodes were $15.5 million per episode compared to the $17.5 season 1. But again, you know, that's probably because of the COVID adds a little bit there as well, doesn't it? So
that's really interesting. I guess I would have assumed that like the cost of standing up all of those like set pieces and things would have defrayed some of the costs in later seasons, but maybe they just transferred some of that savings into like better costumes or things like that.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. And some of the sets they built and then just demolished.
Repurpose.
Well, yes, or
True,
burnt down for,
I mean,
for,
Two
for
Rivers
hashtag reasons. Yeah.
literally destroyed.
Well, but it wouldn't have been the whole set. It would have been parts of the set. But when they also did use completely different sets.
Yeah.
So like Kyrian is not Two Rivers repurposed.
Yeah.
So I think the White Tower, they didn't really go into the same spaces in the White Tower.
They did, absolutely. They did. Actually, the Hall of the Tower.
But there was a lot more. I guess
where
there's
the
more.
warders train.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. That is so true.
they did repurpose.
I completely take back what I was saying. I like that 10 seconds, a minute ago did not exist. Nobody heard it.
Nobody heard it.
People do listen to you, Leigh-A. You realize that you are on this show and
it's permanently recorded.
we do not edit
internet.
our recordings.
No, we don't. Because if you edit the live recording, you lose the live chat.
That sucks.
It
I
is-
hate
it does
that.
suck. Yeah.
Seems like they could overcome that.
I'm just
the
gonna do
YouTube
some like Aiel voodoo magic and erase it from everybody's memories that I said that.
I have on, I think, one occasion, muted a small section that we got hit for copyright. Yeah. I think that's it. So, yeah.
Getting hit.
Getting hit. I mean, most of the times you get hit, it doesn't matter. It's like someone else is now, monetizing this video. I'm just like, whatever. Like, it's not like it's costing me millions, It doesn't. It's not an issue. I'm not doing it for that. But yeah, I think there's one time where it's like, you need to do something about this video because otherwise we'll take it down.
To make you millions, so you can go to things like JordanCon and
and afford blue shirts on Blue Shirt Day.
Great.
Well,
read the memo, Rob.
This is why I'm sitting down here and I'm not sitting up there with you two, because I didn't wear the right shirt, so I can't sit with you today, okay?
Or is it because you like being a bottom?
No.
Anyway, the next part of the conversation.
Yeah, Melindhra. We
What are we
already
doing
did that
next?
last week. Do I need to play the Donal clip again?
Oh, was that? Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Were you
we
trying
didn't-
to buy my kindness with that clip?
No, I wasn't trying to buy your kindness with that.
If you
Donal
play it
clip
again,
for
you will
this
break my
week.
brain again, and then I won't be as funny.
You're always funny.
So,
But I mean, it'd be a good
I
way
did
to
watch
silence
it
you.
5 times.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to Melindhra from Donalville, Blackwater and Orpheus, all that kind of crap. Happy birthday.
I'm just going to keep that in stock now. We're just going to randomly play it. All right. Let's move on to the audition scripts. Unless I'm missing anything else before we move on to that.
No.
No. Yes? No?
I mean, there was the What Idol announcement about numbers.
yes. The numbers. So yeah, Lauren tweeted out today. They had. Let me zoom in on that because that's still a little dicky. There we go. So last year they only had 39 What Idol entries by the initial deadline. This year they're already at 25, one of which is Mel's. And the deadline is still 9 days away. So he's thinking they'll beat last year's record of 78 entries, but they need everyone's help. So please remember to share your hashtag World Idol 2024 anywhere and everywhere.
So, did they extend the deadline last year too? I don't remember.
They did. They've extended it every year. Or the first year only by 1 day, but they have extended it every year. So I don't know if they'll continue to do that.
Last week,
they did give us. They gave us 45 days this time, as opposed to all the other times they only gave us a month. I think.
And last week on Dusty Wheel, Honest was talking about the possibility of extending, but I don't know if that was just on air spitballing or having again with the trend, but we will see.
Yeah,
we'll find out. So, but yeah, if you haven't got in, folks, you've got like 9 days, or because it's kind of the end of today, like maybe 8 days left to get your entries in. Just bear in mind to give you to give you hope. If you're like, oh, I can't get it done in time. I wrote the very first parody I ever did. I wrote, recorded, edited, and produced the entire thing in 12 hours. So it can be done.
Yes, it can be done.
You don't have to have like a world-class video or anything like that.
If you're up.
No. Like, I'm just saying it's possible. So, don't worry.
It's a thing people have done.
Yeah. So, oh, look, not all who wander are lost. Thanks for the membership when I wasn't even really here yet. Well, you're here now, so, and apparently, sorry, this one, Anis's jokes about possible extensions several streams now, so, well.
Thank you, Dana Lou. I
these
didn't watch last night.
Anna's gonna Anis.
Unfortunately.
He's such a tease.
Yes.
He's a teaser.
And as Goat Brother quite rightly says, please remember to share the hashtag of #MelForMel everywhere. So I will tomorrow be releasing that video that includes the Donald clip. So it can go. I just wanted Threefold Talk to enjoy the exclusivity of that for a week, and I was like, okay, I'll release it afterwards. So
it is nice.
It is nice.
Nice.
It's lovely.
Is Mel turning a little red?
Yeah.
You wait till we get him on the show, Mel. So don't be oh my god, and it'll happen at some point.
I know. I'm oh my godding in a positive, manifesting. I can't believe that this is the thing that might happen.
I think that will be probably, if I'm able to hold my shit together, my greatest performance to date.
I mean, except for when you actually play
completely dying. If he were on our show, that would be amazing. That'd be cool. I'd be down. I'd be excited.
It would be awesome. All right, shall we talk audition scripts?
Yes.
All right. I think we could probably end. Let's end the day. No, shall we keep the Day of Air music going?
Nah.
Don't we have
We need something more
different,
mysterious,
we do have a different vibe.
50s.
Yeah.
Different vibe. Okay.
We need a vibe. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there were some audition scripts released.
They were
spicy. There was spice.
Let's we could switch to this. How's that? Can we hear that? Do we like that?
Try the Aether one that I just added. I am so excited that I have started dabbling and listening to music that I can layer onto my D&D podcast. So there's
Did you add one?
I did. Or they're loading. Oh wait, nope, I didn't add that one.
No?
Helps
We're good at this.
We're having fun. I'm not sure what Leia's doing right now, but I'm rolling with it. So, what is this?
Speaking of news, while we're transitioning music,
this is a good one.
This works.
It's good. This feels very
This feels Black Ajah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That works also. All right. Take us away, Mel. Tell us about this.
Okay, so our dear friends at WoTseries are the super sleuths they are, and they have uncovered audition scripts. And Threefold Talk has a tradition of whenever audition scripts are released, we do a live reading of these audition scripts to make sure that you get the full picture of the depth of gravity and intensity and comedy that these might be able to portray in the upcoming season of Wheel of Time. So they shared a couple scripts with us. The first one, I'm pretty sure, is a warder.
Mm-hmm.
And that came from memory. Yeah, a warder and an Aes Sedai, potentially Jean. We'll just say Jean.
Joya.
No.
Oh,
they're thinking this is Jean,
Yeah,
not
yes.
Joya, because
Yeah.
Joya's already been in the show.
Oh.
And she's
Jean?
one of the 13 Black Ajah sisters that wandered away with Melindhra. So, and she's talking to a warder. That's what's happening in this one.
So who's going to be in this one?
You are going to be the warder.
Yes, boss.
And Leigh-A, you should be the Aes Sedai.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you do it. But okay.
No, you should do it.
Oh, I'm nervous.
You're
I
ready?
haven't-
Ready for dramatic reading?
Dramatic
Yeah.
reading.
I'm ready. Just
Here
put
we go.
yourself in your Aes Sedai mode.
I'm going in my wounded
Oh,
warder.
wait, hold on. I've got a prop for this.
Sorry. Okay, we're gonna prop.
Okay,
All right.
yes, I'm ready.
Ready? All right, here we go. Jean, are you hurt? I felt you.
I told you there were dark friends at the tower.
But surely not all these men are... They're not.
You misunderstand me, my love. I'm the one sworn to the dark. No, darling. Fighting won't help you now. Nothing will. A lifetime of training with your shiny swords. And what's it come to? Incapacitated by a mere fraction of a droplet of my power. The very idea that we require protection from you is insulting.
I loved you.
I know. Oh, yes. I can feel it. Thank you, my love. Thank you for this final gift.
Amazing!
Thank you.
I knew you would be perfect!
I'm so nervous for that one.
Why are you nervous?
Because I'm nervous about things like that.
That was great. You guys
That
were
was
great.
great. Because I moved away from the camera, my camera is like, oh dear, did you disappear? So 1 second while I fix that.
There's a whole bunch of
Okay.
black Ajah shit going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it sounds like what happened in that scene is the warder didn't know that she was Black Ajah, and then she like wrapped him up in air or whatever,
And
and
then
admitted it to him, and then killed him.
I
Yeah.
really hope they show the weave, and this is going to sound very Samaragi, of them stopping the heart from beating. Because I honestly, I have this weird fascination with Samarag and all of those things, and it's not like I would want those types of weaves to exist.
Right.
But the fact that she thought about it and like was very meticulous and went through this very scientific route of trying to perfect these things. So like in the fact that there is a weave that could just literally stop the electric pulses in your heart to stop it from beating, or like air physically holding it closed, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or like slowly boiling your blood. Anyways, like it's just like weirdly fascinating to me, and hopefully like you guys don't like send the police to arrest me for weird shit. But
No, like Kevin
No,
just put in
but-
chat, you know,
Go
the
ahead.
level of both sadism and immaculate. Yeah, my word.
well, she does call him my love.
Yeah.
So
Come on, Rob.
No,
You can do it.
sadism and no, I can't.
masochism.
Thank you. The word has slipped away from me. In an Aes Sedai, enjoying killing their own water is intense. That's true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. But yeah, sorry, Mel, you were going to say.
Yeah, and we already saw, what I was going to say is, we already saw, we were prepped for that with, like, the yellow Ajah, like, kinking up the contortionist Suldam, right? So you had, you already had hints of, like, different ways of being able to control the different person's bodies. Like, the foundation has been laid for all sorts of different ways of
and it's not
tantalizingly
just
murdering someone.
Lanfear doing crazy evil shit with
Right.
the true power.
Yes.
Right. So we already have that, like, we can make your body destroy yourself from the inside out kind of situation happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, like, that's just me inserting, like, and I love the fact that it was so vague, like, she kills him. And like, you don't know whether it's with the one power or not.
Yeah. So Daenalu says, I thought she meant that she could feel his love at the end. And I don't know, I feel like maybe it's more like she's getting off on his pain is kind of the way that I read it.
Or that
there's so many different ways to interpret that, which is kind of fun.
Or I was wondering if they were going to possibly deviate more from the books and have some sort of gift bestowed on her for killing her warder.
Interesting.
But why would she thank him for that?
Well, but thank him for his sacrifice. So you can be grateful to the person you're sacrificing for the gift you're about to get. And it does seem like she did have affection for him. It's, oh gosh. I'm trying to remember. There's a book where sorry, it's not a book. It's Once Upon a Time. The Disney TV show. Where the evil queen keeps having to reattempt the curse, and you like see this throughout the seasons, and she has to give up the thing she loves. She like kills her horse, and then she has to have the heart of the thing that she loves. And then, like, I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen the show, but like she realizes the one thing that she really does love besides herself, and it's really heartbreaking. But I feel like this is that type of sacrifice, is like you have to give up the thing that you love in order to show your devotion to this cause.
Okay, yeah.
That's really cool. I think the thing that I love the most about this scene is there's so many different ways to read it, and there's so many different ways to like play with it, and which makes it a really good audition scene, right? Because you could do it like 5 different ways. And I also love that it really does confirm our theory that the tower breaking is going to happen in this season.
I think it's going to be like the bonkers first 15 minutes. I think that's I'm still on that train. So
wow,
that's an opinion you're allowed to have.
It's really interesting.
What a way to kick off season 3, right?
Yeah.
We will find out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of questions like Dana's put in, why would you kill your own warder while the bond is still active and it's going to hurt you badly? I
don't know.
It doesn't say whether she severed the bond immediately beforehand, so she could have cut the bond immediately beforehand.
Or she could just be like batshit crazy,
Yeah, she could that,
Like she could be just totally insane.
Or maybe that's part of her price that she's paying to the dark, is like suffering that pain to show her devotion to the dark.
Yeah.
Which sounds very cool. Dark One.
So many ways to play it.
It does sound very Dark One. This is true, yeah. So I also love that it demonstrates to the audience that they can't just throw an Aes Sedai and a warder into your Black Ajah pile. You know, you can have a Black Ajah sister that has a completely kept in the dark fights for the light warder, that she's also manipulating whilst manipulating the rest of the Aes Sedai that are not Black Ajah, or that she doesn't realize the Black Ajah and stuff. And I just think it's going to be it gives an extra, an extra level of just like, well, who's what? Because not only do I have to think, well, is she Black Ajah or is she not? But now I have to think, well, yeah, I think she is, but is her water or is he not?
But, and
You know?
if you take that a step further, we still have questions about what happened to Ivan at the end of season 2.
Yeah.
So
What happened to Ivan at the end?
He just disappeared. He wasn't
Oh,
there.
he did just yes.
yeah,
Oh,
that's why
yeah.
we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know where he went.
That's the
So are we?
question.
Yeah. So because there was, what was that, like that fun thing that Maxim was doing? And we
Oh,
were all
yeah.
like, everyone thinks that's
It's
like
like
a dark what
The
like
dark
a
friend,
dark
like
friend symbol.
secret handshake.
Yeah.
I will never confirm nor deny.
Did I mention the fun thing that Kat noticed when we went to see Hamlet in Germany
No.
about Taylor?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Kat and I were watching the play, and Kat turned to me during the play, I think maybe after the play, and said that Taylor did that thing with his thumb during Hamlet.
Huh.
I wonder if it's a subconscious,
Like a
yeah,
tick?
so
Like
it could
a-
be like a subconscious thing that
like
he
a
does.
memory, like I'm trying to remember something.
Yeah. Either
Interesting.
that,
That's how that's like the poker term, right?
yeah, either that, or Kat and I turned to each other and we were like, either that or he's fucking with us because he's like, I'm gonna do this because I know they're watching me, and then they'll think it's a tick or something like that, and then when I do it in the show, people they won't be like, well, you know,
You
That's
know, I
way too
wouldn't
meta.
that's, you know.
That's way too meta.
like that. Like, I feel like he knew that you guys were there, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Glenn, who was he playing in Hamlet? God, who was he playing in Hamlet at that point? Because the way the play worked, everyone played Hamlet at some point except for Guy. Everyone else in the play took turns playing Hamlet. Sometimes there were 3 Hamlets on stage at once. I don't think he was playing Hamlet specifically in that moment, but I think he was playing like one of Hamlet's cronies or something of that sort of nature. So, is Hamlet a dark friend? I mean, it depends how you'd want to take Hamlet.
I mean,
I mean,
the guy goes a bit cuckoo, you know.
or maybe he's just loose there in Telemon and has just gone crazy. So
That's also possible.
he's the voice in Rand's head.
Yeah.
Should we do the next script?
Yeah, let's do the next script. So, audition 2 is for an Aes Sedai whose name starts with an A. And as they put here, of Leandrin's Aes Sedai in the books, 2 have names to start with A: Amiko and Asine.
Asane.
Asni.
Asni.
Asni. Thank you. Big guest that this scene is for Amiko. She's won the Aes Sedai question by Egwene, Nynaeve, and Elaine in the books. They don't know who Amiko is talking to, but they reckon Nynaeve or Elaine possibilities based off of combination of what's in the Shadow Rising and what they know about season 3 so far. So, Mel and Leigh, you taking this one away?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. Who's going to be Amiko?
Me.
You are the dark friend of the group. So, okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right.
I'm nervous about this again.
Take it away.
Please. No more. I told you all I know of Leandrin's plans. She never trusted me with all the details. She always thought I was too weak.
Lucky for us, she was right.
Please stop. I'll answer all your questions.
Who runs the Black Ajah?
We work in thirds and we only know 2 others. This way we can't betray our greater number.
Who is your third?
Our third remains in the tower.
Give me her name!
I want to see my family before I die. Bring them to me, and I swear I'll give you her name. I've been defeated. You've taken everything from me. I have no loyalty to the dark. Not anymore. Bring me my family. Please.
And this is where Nynaeve will be like, bullshit. And scene.
End scene.
A little improv there at the end.
So, are we getting a torture scene?
We've had torture scenes.
Yeah, it would be weird if Nynaeve had to serve this role again. Wouldn't that be strange?
Yeah.
So maybe they put somebody else in there, or maybe it's Egwene, right? Like maybe Egwene's like
Maybe.
ruthlessness has been brought out because of her experience in the previous season.
Maybe.
Also, in the books, Moraine is there. So maybe this is when Moraine comes in, because in the books, the Dark Friends, there's the one that has been severed and it's just like weeping and crying and spilling her guts, and then the other one who's very defiant. But once like the power trio gets to a point where they've just hit a wall and they can't get any more information, and then Moraine comes in and the Black Sisters start peeing in their pants and they're like, oh shit.
Right.
So maybe unknown is Moraine also.
I did really like the idea of it being Tom.
Ooh.
Oh.
Or Julian.
Oh yeah.
Well,
we getting
because
Julian?
In future books, Julian's the one that gets
The mice and salt.
the Makara woman.
Yeah.
Figs and mice.
Figs and mice, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want. I just give poor Nynaeve a break. She shouldn't have to do that again. I don't know.
Yeah, also, I feel like it needs to be someone that, a Black Ajah sister could be afraid of. And while Nynaeve is powerful...
that they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would still view her as a child.
Yeah. That's a good point. So,
whereas, I also think that Moraine's going to be a little bit like, sort of excommunicated at the beginning of season 3.
It would also be hard if it was Moraine. I mean... Because of the 3 oaths, right?
Imagine if...
But their oaths don't count towards Dark Friends or creatures of the dark.
Yeah.
They're allowed to beat and torture... anybody of the dark. They're allowed to... the oaths don't cover that at all. So...
It says specifically Shadow
Van Deen and Adelaus are able to torture... oh god, what's the dark friend that they capture and then gets murdered? But yeah, they're able to torture her because she's a dark friend.
But they're dark friends.
Yes, exactly.
But
no, Adelaus
friends.
and Van Deen are not dark friends. Yeah, but they're able, their oaths do not bind them to the torture.
What if it's Catswain?
Oh. Okay, I gotta take a training time out because my poor kitten who just got fixed today is caught up and I need to go save her.
No worries, you go do that. Go sort that out, bless. I don't know. We're getting Catswain this season. I think it would be really awesome because in the books she has a lot of mystery behind her. People don't know what she is or isn't capable, what she has and hasn't done. And I think it would be really cool to have a just sort of... Could you imagine this scene, they've got a Black Sister tied up or, under control of the power, and then suddenly Catswain just swoops in out of nowhere and just takes over, and everyone's just like, oh, it's Catswain, it's Catswain, it's Catswain.
Yeah.
And that's her introduction. Can you imagine that?
I mean, I can. I mean, that seems like the right way to introduce her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I like it. Oh, there we go. You're back. All sorted?
Yes, I just put her in my lap. So
good choice.
Hopefully that keeps her calm.
Yeah. Dana says they can't bring Catswain till Mo is gone. I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
And why do I think we're getting Catswain in season 3? It's just
because he wants her.
I just decided that, why not?
Well, especially
it's the question
knowing
of if it's Shorey allied Swain.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Could be.
That thing.
Could be.
Could be. You never know.
I really like these sides though.
They are very fun.
They're really clever.
Mhm.
Like cleverly created to be really good audition scenes. I was reading an unrelated, not Wheel of Time article with KV Hendry this week or late last week, something, but she was talking about casting Bridgerton. And and she was talking about one of the things she loves about casting Bridgerton is because there's no requirement for the performer to look any certain specific way. And so there's no favoritism or whatever. They can just cast the best performer for the role. And I really loved how she talked about that, and it made me wonder if she had the same, I assume she does, but have the same edict for Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
You know, with the exception of like Rafe telling her, whoever plays Leandrin or Landfair has to be the most beautiful woman in the world, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I mean, but very rarely does the character have to be X, Y, or Z.
Yeah, this is true. I think I'm going to take a quick pause and we're going to give away 5 more channel memberships.
Holy moly!
There we go.
Rob is in a generous mood tonight.
Yeah!
So let's see who gets those. Is Kev
Love
going to
it,
get one
love it.
finally?
Love
Is it
it.
adding them?
The other Kev got one.
The
in
other
Australia.
Kev got one. Dana,
Oh,
Kev, Rosa, Lottie,
Do we
and
have to start calling Australian Kev Canadian Kev? soon?
Canadian Kev. Oh, this is true. Yes.
Maybe
When do we call you
will.
Canadian Kev?
Kev, let us know when we need to switch your official title.
Yes. I love
Yeah,
I go
because
from
we
like,
definitely call him Australian Kev. Like, we just call him Kev.
This is true. I love this. Go from like, tell us what you know. Tell us everything. I know nothing. So, and
know
actually, you don't need to thank me for giving away the memberships. YouTube decided that it would allow every channel, well, not every channel, but most channels that do memberships and things like that, to give away 10 at the beginning of every month. So going forward, the first live stream of each month, as long as I'm here, because I'm the only one who can do it, we will be giving away 10 memberships on the first show of every month.
Fun.
So,
Love it.
They only last for a month, but it's a bit of fun, and then you can use all the emojis and stuff. You know, so suck it, BT Kev. My God. So, yeah.
What about the Kev
That is so un-Canadian, Kev. Canadian.
That is-
Kevradery. What about the Kevradery?
The Kevradery. That's a good point. What about the Kevradery? That's a very good point.
Kevradery. It's my favorite part.
It's because they don't have the third Kev here tonight, so
This is true.
a little
He's not
discombobulated.
balancing them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
So, should we talk about what series thinks this implies for season 3?
Sure.
No, ours are better. Our theories
Ours are
better.
better. Yeah, we've already said all the better things.
Okay.
And that just gives people reason to go read the article. So go
is true.
read the WoTseries article, y'all.
Yeah, we did tweet it out. So
Support our favorite sleuthies.
yes,
Mhm.
support the Sloofies. I like that. The Sloofies. Ooh, that's a fun nickname for them. The Sloofies. I'm gonna have to tell them that next time I see
Yes.
them.
Well,
Or someone else.
very-
If you see them first, tell them. I'm sure they will appreciate that. So
I think you'll see them before I do.
Hashtag sleuthies.
hashtag Sloofies. Okay. I think that kind of covers the news and the Black Ajah discussion. Sharon has been a little cray-cray. I think we need to cleanse out of darkness here.
Yes.
So here is, let's do our cleanse. How do we cleanse? With a nice butt rock. There you go, folks.
Butt rock.
And we will change the music. There we go. So just enjoy that. Isn't that beautiful? Right. But you need to see our faces. So, Leigh-A, you are our costuming expert. I was trying to think. I was like, what fanciful title can I give you? And I'm just like, the thesaurus section of my brain is completely gone to bed
Costume
already, so
obsessed person. Like obsessed, maybe not expert, but like
our
we'll
costume
talk
enthusiast.
extensively.
our
I will
costume.
brand
Yeah.
Ajah the
Yeah.
fuck out of this.
Yeah, we
But-
can.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. We'll go with that. So yeah, tell us what Sharon's been up to, and we'll have a chat and see if I like one of the headpieces. If she's
Okay,
got any new ones.
I'm gonna nominate Fabrastorian. How about that?
Fabrastorian. Ooh,
Historian.
I like this.
What the fuck
Just
does
gonna-
that mean?
Like a fabric historian, a Fabrastorian.
Fabrastorian. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Leigh-A is not into it. It's
No,
fine.
she's not fine.
Well,
It's
but
like-
you foldies,
But
see
you know-
if you can
you know
top
what, Mel?
there's an entering bid for Fabrastorian. So foldies, do your thing. What is my
yeah. Do you know, Mel, if we
costume
just keep calling her
obsession?
Fabrastorian, she'll just have to accept it. It's like
Yeah.
when we go back to the very first show, and someone's like, "So are we foldies?" And I was like, "Ooh, I'm not sure I like that." And then by the next episode, I was like, "Yeah, you're all foldies. Just
stuck.
deal with it." So
It's
yeah, it's stuck.
I like foldies.
Foldies
I
is cute.
Like foldies. I don't know if Fabrastorian will stick, but we will see. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, no, Sharon, it's been a hot minute since we've done, I think the last time we did a Sharon costuming episode was right after she released her Avienda costume video.
That feels right. Yeah.
Yeah, so see, I don't remember a lot of things. I remember these things. So I do keep a spreadsheet and put all of Sharon's Instagram things into categories. So today, what I'd like to do is go. Oh, sweetie, shh, sorry. I think that is to
We
the cat.
don't hear it.
When she just moved, she jumped.
Aw.
So I think I like moved too suddenly. So I'd like to go. Do you want to go down? Is that what you want to do? You're purring though. Sorry, I'm mothering while I do this because she just got fixed today. She's drugged up. She's in pain.
She's a little bit high, a little bit in pain. She's wearing a cone. Bless
Yeah,
her.
she's been low. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed earlier, I like had these distress, like was probably making really weird faces as I was watching her like low crawl around and bump into things, and so
lots of cats in distress today, I hear. So
Oh,
you know.
anyways,
It's a
So-
catastrophe.
yeah,
It's a
so-
catastrophe of a day.
It
I'm actually
is a-
surprised we can't hear another cat right now anyway.
Oh
so
my
thanks for
god,
how
it's
loud.
so loud.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Okay, we
I
haven't
can't-
told this story. I only
Oh yes.
I only told some friends on Discord. So today, my teenage son, not Kidran, was walking down the street very early in the morning, probably around like 7:30, and we had a text from our kid, and it's a picture of a kitten's face, like a fluffy, cute, like black hair, long haired kitten, and with blue eyes, his cute face, and it's in his friend's arms, and he's like, "We found a kitten," and I was like, "Aw, kitty." And then like 5 minutes later, he walks in the house with the kitten. And I was just like, what? No. And he goes, the kitten walked up to me on the street and yelled at me. I had to take it home.
This is a thing. This is an absolute thing.
So
The cat walked out and was like, "You own me now."
Yeah.
Well, I own
Yeah.
you, but we'll pretend you own me.
And I
I've
was just
had
like-
3 cats do that to me, and that bond is completely inseparable.
it's, yeah, it's, and he has, and I'm not exaggerating. He has spent 10 hours today sitting on the floor of our bathroom because we also have a little Luna dog, and the kitten has fleas, and so we're like, they need to be in separate
Ooh,
spaces.
yeah. Mhm.
And so he's been sitting on the floor in the bathroom that we're like, okay, the kitten can live in this while we try and find the kitten's owner or whatever. And he's just sat there with the kitten sitting on his lap. And anytime he leaves the bathroom to like, you know, eat and stuff, the kitten starts yelling at the top of its lungs. So loud. It's the loudest cat. And sometimes it does it while he's holding him, but mostly he's just been getting comfortable and like falling asleep on my son's lap. But the kitten just like screams, like I was working. all day. And my husband was also home. He was working. We were both working. And there was just yowling kitten in the background of everything. Anyway, so yes. Yes, there's currently a power struggle in my house for the teenage child who really wants to keep the kitten, and the fact that I'm allergic to kittens, and also real life Matt Cawthon, who's like, I just don't want a cat. I don't know how we solve this. So we shall see who wins.
We'll see what happens.
Not
Get
sure.
weekly updates on the continuing saga.
Yes.
Kitten saga.
Yes. So.
Camaro saga. Was it Camaro?
Yes. My son wants to name him Camaro because he sounds like a car going through when he purrs.
Which is adorable.
Yes. All right. We got
Stop
some
it.
We got a few
All right,
titles.
so,
Stop encouraging him.
So
Stop.
I
Chat.
put Cat Swing down because she was a little wiggly, and so I got both hands so I can actually attempt to do what Rob does. So what I'd like to do is go back in time a little bit again. It's been a hot minute since we've done a Sharon episode, like going through her Instagram post. She's so wonderful to the community and showing all the costumes. So what I'd like to do is reverse in time a lot. We are going to do, and I'm sorry, Mel, a lot of Sean Chan costumes today. Yes, I know. We don't like the Sean Chan culture, but their costumes are amazing. We will deviate. I do have a couple of planned breaks that will just kind of cleanse our palate a little bit, almost like butt rock. But I'd like to start out. She did a series of videos. Yes, thank you.
said it.
About Turok's costume. And yeah, so there are 3 videos that I'd like to share back to back. We can obviously comment in between or live or whatever, but they are really amazing. The third one is kind of a funny one. So I'd like to go through those, and then we'll progress as the wheel takes us. So,
Love it. Let's go.
let me and
Turok's A. Armor. Oh. I was.
Turok's a douchebag. Have you got the sound? I can't hear it.
I do have the sound going. All right.
Are you sharing it from your
Are you
share
sharing your
screen?
whole screen? Is that what you're doing?
I'm sharing the window. Do I need to share the whole screen?
Yes. And then we'll turn the sound on. So stop sharing and then start again.
Just kidding.
Yeah, if you share the window, it doesn't share the sound. So
Share screen. And then there we go. Haha.
just don't change the screen while you're doing it,
I'm not.
because I foresee whatever else is up on your screen.
We worked on with Rob Goodwin in collaboration.
When I was thinking
We
about
turn the volume up.
of the costume, I
Don't know how to do that.
some inspiration
On your computer, just turn the volume up.
some pictures of animal bones and insects.
No, not working.
And after that, I went back to my desk and I continued with my panels for the shoulder. And it was me a very strong focus on the pictures, which one he showed me. And I had
Like your master
great
volume,
idea,
like the volume
and I
button you use to turn up the things that you're hearing in your ear.
I did that.
Oh, didn't change it.
And I was very excited about this idea, and I called you.
So Andy created in Calico a sort of ribcage effect, which was actually part of the costume. And we realized that it wasn't really working as armor. So we decided that we'd get Rob involved.
Wait, should we pause and like figure out my tech issues real quick?
I think it might be capturing. I don't know. Is it playing out of your? It's playing in your ears, right?
Yeah, it's playing loudly in my ears. So let me go to
Weird.
settings, audio. This is fun. We should have. No, I mean, there's no other settings there. I
No,
don't
there's
know.
nothing. It's just how it's going to be, sadly.
It's just gonna be okay.
So, yeah.
All right, I will
Yeah.
play then. Sorry, and there's no volume on Instagram that I should be looking at.
Not that I believe there is. I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right, sorry, foldies. It's quiet. Turn your volume up. We'll try not to make noises. But we'll give you a second after the video ends if you want to.
Rob Goodwin. And here he is now.
Hello.
To help take this idea a bit further from Andy's original calico shapes into something much more structured and something that was actually worn on top of the costume.
So yeah, that's what I did.
So we're talking about having like a sort of external sternum shape on top of his costume with this sort of decorated look, which felt a bit reptilian.
It was that exoskeleton thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
From Suroth, where we had that idea of them wearing the kind of, I don't know, remains of something that they killed, maybe. There's a kind of skeleton, which is obviously armor in a way. We just wear ours inside. And they wear this on the outside.
Also, we talked about this headdress cage being a bit like the rib cage of some creature that we've never seen before, or we don't know what it is. And it's very similar to Suroth's headdress. The idea that there's something in the Shanshan world that nobody knows about, but that they worship or they revere and use as part of their iconography.
So that was
so we're just going to.
That was the first one. Yeah, so they were just talking about and apologies for the tech issues. I'm going to send Rob the link for the next one, and then maybe he might be able to get the volume to work.
A lot of faith in me there.
Anyways, we'll see. But yeah, so they're talking a lot about the again, it's obvious that Sharon has done a lot of research into the Wheel of Time world and talking about the exoskeletons and the just like the inspiration behind it and how the team came together, looking at insects and how insects are structured with their exoskeletons. So Mel and Rob, any thoughts on the video that we could not hear very well?
I think what I'm always really interested in costume fixtures like this is like how they mount it in a way that doesn't seem like that seems solid and doesn't like wiggle around when it's this giant thing like up on top of a cloth thing. So I assume there's some sort of like rigid-ish harness underneath that those are connected to, and there's like got to be like holes in the costume or like the
some sort of base,
overcoat is cut in such a way that it just like that part to me is like always really interesting because I've sometimes like done like crazy costumes where there's like a thing sticking out and it's always like flapping around, you know, and I'm never happy with like how it sits when you move. But Turok's always looked so like they always look so graceful and like meant to
and
be there.
He doesn't just sit there, like he does do those couple of moves really quickly.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool how they make it all work together.
Yeah, I love just how many layers there are to it. It's so many more than you think it would be. It looks like it's got a few layers to it, and then when they actually show you, it's got like 20 more that you didn't know about. You're just like,
cool.
How? You know, these people are all wraiths because they don't look like they're 10 feet wide, but they're wearing 30 layers of clothing. I don't understand it. So it's
in Morocco, by the way. Outside. I don't know.
It's a smidge toast.
How they do that. I don't know how they do that. I wear more than one layer outside, and I'm just like, oh, so hot. Take them all off. So hot. So hot.
So shall we attempt this second video to see if the sound works
Sure.
when Rob does it?
Let's see.
So we're just going to talk a bit more now about the amazing shoulder piece and the kind of cage collar.
Still pretty
which
quiet.
Andy worked on with Rob Goodwin in collaboration.
When I was thinking about the shoulder part of the costume, I asked Rob from some inspiration, and he showed me some pictures of animal bones and insects. And after that, I went back
This
to
is
my
still the
desk
same one.
and I continued.
I send you the same video.
Oh.
Because I have it in reverse order on my thing. So, anyways, so that is my fault. Apologize for these.
Because I was looking at the sound, I wasn't really. I was like, I'm missing something here.
Oh, crap. So let's actually. So since we're having sound issues, we'll figure that offline. I can move on to different ones. So give me a second. That's a video. That's a video. That's a video. Oh, here, let's do this one. All right, so let me stop.
I love this Kev's comment here. I replied to one of Sharon's stories about how I would die on the hill that Turret's costume is worthy of every award alone, which she replied that she was very appreciative to receive. And Kev is quite right. She really is dying to talk to actual fans about the costumes. Everyone was really talkative. She was one of the people I was lucky enough to meet when I got taken to Prague. And everyone was talkative, but she was the one where the Amazon people were actually like, Sharon, Sharon, we need to go. Like, we need to cut you off here. Sorry. She's like, oh, okay. Well, just one more thing before you get it.
Let Sharon talk. Let Sharon talk. Give her a whole day. I love it.
They should just give her they should give her like 90 minutes to talk to a group of fans. That's what they should really do.
Yeah.
Well, I love that.
Or let her come on the show. Let her come on the show and just talk to us. Like, come on, Amazon.
But she's clearly found a medium that works, that she's sharing all of this and giving and doing it in such a way that she's highlighting all of the works of all the crafts people that worked on the teams that made all these things.
Do love in those videos that the Wheel of Time production group is doing to kind of boost the Wheel of Time's visibility for award season. They are bringing Sharon and I'm blanking on the hair and
Davina.
Thank you, Davina.
Yes.
Like, they are actively bringing those two people on because they are important and like highlighting. And Rafe even says like these two people, like pointing behind them, are the ones that are making the show. And Rosamund and Daniel are just like also like, yes, obviously. So
it's so cool. I love it. They like, everybody deserves to get recognized for their amazing work. So what's next?
So completely scrapping my entire plan about what we're going to talk about tonight. But thankful for the spreadsheet. So this is still sticking a little bit with the Sean Chan, but I want to point this out because Sharon here is talking about some of the more close-up views of Lady Suroth and Loyal. And she very much focuses on Loyal, who also giving, again, Sharon's amazing. If you couldn't tell from the previous video, about she doesn't take credit for things. So she's always giving credit to the people around her, which is one of the reasons I love her so much. And so she's here mentioning like the BAFTA nominated Hamid, like propping him up as she's talking about the costumes. But she really takes time here. And the point isn't the Shan-Chan here, it's Loyal's costume. And so she describes, for people who aren't familiar with the Wheel of Time, about Loyal's situation, but talks about this silk Camino that they screen printed by hand. So this and all the Dakoval costumes were screen printed by the production company and made specifically for these purposes. And I'm a little nervous because I do have a video about screen printing. And so we'll see. It's also on Instagram. So I don't know if there's a lot of sound to this one, but I loved this because it talks. Oops, pause. Go back. It's more of a graphic. I want to do this one. So I'm not as good at this stuff as Rob is. Rob's very seamless. I'm still very new to this whole screen
I've done
sharing.
it a lot of times. So
yes, you're very proficient. I'm learning that there's a learning curve to things. So,
you're doing great.
It's cool, Leigh-A. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that I want to continue to do is as I find techniques and videos about the things that we hear about. Can I get this to start over? I'll just refresh the page. There we go. So they're showing how they do large scale screen printing. And I found this fascinating because this would be similar to what the team in the Wheel of Time would have done in order to mass create these products. So I don't know that this is the exact technique, but it just I found it just really cool. So they create these entire screens, literal screens, and then they place them periodically to create like a wallpaper effect.
That's amazing.
Which creates these large fabrics that they're able to, again, use en masse for multiple productions of costumes. So
crazy.
So is this one you just randomly found, or is this one shared by someone?
No, this is something I randomly found.
Okay, right.
I do follow a lot of fashion designers and then a lot of techniques come up. So I get a lot of sewing tutorials. When we get back to the Shanchan pleating, I do have like 4 or 5 tutorials on that were fascinating. But
Nice.
And as we continue on the loyal track, so we'll just go there. Where is that? So she did share a couple of other tidbits about Loyal's costumes. And this one is about his boots and about how they were made. And just the details. So they are boot covers. They actually they're not actual boots. They go over the everyday shoes that Hamid has to wear.
Huh.
Yeah, which is brilliant if you think about it.
It's a very clever way to do it.
So, and obviously there were multiple iterations of them. But, and she does say that these, they feature acorns and tree motifs.
Aww.
And again, continuing to give credit, but just...
That's kind of perfect. Acorns and tree motifs, like...
I love it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So do you guys have any thoughts? Sorry, I keep crossing forward without asking.
It's okay. It's
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Just keep going and we'll pop in when we have something.
Yeah, we love the
to
booty
say.
babies, as they've just said in chat. So
They're so cute. So cute. It's funny because like I've always like imagined that boot covers were kind of like lame, like Halloween costume things. I've never seen them look that good.
Yep, there we go.
I guess it matters when they're custom made specifically for the shoes that go underneath it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and it's so much more practical if you think about it, especially if you have to mass produce them. and knowing that they're going to be in multiple types of environments and the different types of conditions that you want them to be in. Also, this is going to be a link into the next, that it's not just Hamid that they're making these for. So this is Loyal and his tunic. So they had to create body prosthetics for them, for Hamid and his stunt doubles.
Wow.
So that these vests would cover. So, and as you see, they're wearing, like, one of them is wearing the boots, the boot covers, and one of them's not. But yes, so they're making, it's not just for the main actor that they're making some of these costumes. They're making duplicates for the stunt doubles. And some of these people, as we know, have multiple stunt doubles.
Right.
His tunic gives me like early 90s high school nerd boy vibes.
Yeah, I can see that.
And this gets back to that the fabric was screen printed. So they're still, again, reiterating that they're screen printing all this fabric. So again, like, there's a lot of tie-in in these themes of what they're doing. So they are physically making a lot of these costumes. They're not just going to a warehouse and buying a whole bunch of fabric. They are creating this all from scratch, which is fantastic. And on that note, I am going to do something just for Rob.
What are you doing?
Talking of vests.
It's still Loyal's vest.
We saw a flash of it briefly.
Right, there did it go?
Where did it go? You had it up and then it
I
disappeared.
did. I don't know where it went.
Try again. Try again.
I'm trying again.
I saw it.
Ah.
You teased me. You teased me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, nope. 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 There it is.
Get it.
The vest.
I do love this vest.
The vest.
So good.
I would wear this just constantly.
It's great.
Yes.
I
So, so she specifically talks about how she wanted to show that he's grown since season 1, and also pointing out that he's traveling with Shineran warriors. So it's made of leather woven with leather thongs of different thickness and weights. And she specifically says it's heavy. So all that working out that Marcus did is going to be paying off.
Yes.
So you can see them here and how they're cutting the material. So it's not specific, like you can see if you kind of look up close, and I don't know if I can zoom in, like it's obviously that it's not like a basket woven pattern, but what they're doing is they're making slits and weaving threads through. So they braided leather. So that's the vertical part, is they braided leather and woven that through a green leather vest.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's
That's
fascinating, right?
insane.
Yeah. And having to make multiple copies of this. So
crazy.
All right. So since we're off our topic of what I was going to, because the videos didn't work, and we'll get back to making them work later.
It's fine, Leigh-A.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, I just had a plan, and we are completely spitballing at this point. So, and we'll get back to our Sean Chan, because this is another video I wanted to show to that Sharon put up that talks about the Domine collars, but showing Renna. And I love how she writes up Renna. So Renna is a soldam, a female soldier employed to subdue and humiliate the women chosen to be Domine using the channeling powers. And so she talks about the collar. There is a great video about how they made the collar. Promise we'll do that next time. Or do we want to just attempt to do it? Because I love it. It's actually so good.
I bet it'll be really visually interesting.
Yeah.
Even if we don't hear the sound.
Cool. Let's do that then. Because
that's not it.
Nope, that's not it. Wait, why am I? Please work. Please work. Oh, because I clicked on the wrong video. Haha. Helps if I do the right thing. There we go. Oh, I literally. Oh, because I gotta unmute. Oh, that sounds way better.
No, can't hear it at all. You're not sharing the sound on this one. So that's okay.
That's okay. The subtitles are working.
Yes.
I wonder if they imagined that giant ring had anything to do with it too.
Yeah.
Because it was always, like the way that they use their hands, they're always like, like tagging their hands in the ring. And I don't know. Those pins are creepy.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish I could like it more. It's so pretty.
So I'm just gonna pause here. So remember, like multiple episodes ago, we were Sharon had, before the season came out, had talked about the Shan-Chan are based off the Mesoamerican. So this is where she's just throwing back like lots of her inspiration for the Shan-Chan, the coloring, the design. So this is what she's alluding to right now. So not to interrupt Sharon, but interrupting Sharon. We'll get back to the regularly programmed show.
That's fair.
Magnets.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Right?
So
cool.
clever.
You see, hidden it with the pattern is a very clever thing
Because
to
it's
do.
been used. It's been used.
a zip. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. So thought that was a fun one to talk about how they made those colors, because they do look so good. You would have never known.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I love how easily, because when you look at that, you just think, well, it must just like be on a join or a hinge or something, and you know they just slide it over the top. But magnets is not something I would ever have thought of. So that's the bit that really
That's
sort
great. And you would have
Yes,
to have
definitely.
some pretty strong magnets to like
Mhm.
withstand all of the like thrusting and like arm movements that they're doing when they're channeling and all of that.
Mhm.
Really
Well, and it does look like heavy metal. Like
Yeah.
it really does look very firm and solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Just put this back up so we can see a visual reference of just. And this is what Maddie is wearing through all those torture scenes. So everything that she's doing and moving through, like she is overcoming it, and it stays in place. It looks like a metal solid piece.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
You would really have to hope that they use this technique again in something we can appreciate without feeling revolted, which I hope they do.
Yeah. I hope so too. It would be good if they could do that.
So I will close out with the Turok funny video just because it was hilarious and I don't think you really need sound for it. So man, that went over, and that'll be the last one for today. Yeah, that was it. I just thought it was cute.
To drink out of straws.
Yep.
Really long straws.
Oops.
Or be fed by the servants. It's crazy.
Yeah, so the guy who designed that, I just thought it was cute.
Yeah.
That's cool. So fun. Thank you, Leigh-A.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love that you like categorize those for us and give us clusters of things to look at.
Yeah. So many other things that Sharon has shown that we can give to people. So got possible guests to come on to talk about some of the things. So
it really highlights like all of the practical work that they do on the show.
It really does. Yes. Just the incredible talent the entire cast and crew has in order to make these things.
So cool. Such a piece of art that we get to enjoy.
It's extremely impressive. So
I love the tidbit that Loyal wears like combat boots and just like they cover him up.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like, you know, it's probably easier to, you don't have to worry so much about like what you put them in, like lifts and things like that, when you can just hide it with those boots.
Yeah,
exactly.
As long as it fits in, you know.
Yeah,
so
I was really entertained that the maidens were just like straight up just wearing like modern boots. They just like weren't even pretending they were anything other than what they were, and it was like, all right, we're gonna give them a heel with, you know, all sorts of tread pattern. It's gonna be fun. It's like great.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Well, thank you so much, Leigh-A.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. Time to wrap up another episode, folks. So I hope you've had fun. Please come and join us again next week. Who knows what we'll get up to? Hopefully more acting.
We don't.
Look out. We don't. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe Sharon will come. Who knows? You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would die.
Oh God, the bad time for me to go fuzzy. 1 second, let me fix that.
It's just making you soap opera soft.
Soap opera soft. I don't need to be soap opera soft. But yeah, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And yeah, it's getting close to the What Idol. So if you're working on it, keep going. You can get there. And you know that we are in works to make sure that we are doing a after party like we have done the previous 3 years. Unintentional. I still can't believe how that happened. I think we just worked out. We were like, should we do about What Idol this week? Because it was on the Wednesday. We were like, yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. And then it's like the last 2 years we've done it again. So
It's our new thing.
I've been in talks with Lauren about dates to try and figure out to make sure we can get it done. And it looks like I will be in America when it happens. So
you won't be up at like 0:30 to do the show?
This is true. I won't be up at 0:30. I will be sitting in the kitchen of a dear friend who has a few qualifications in music. So she'll be able to help us just, you know, love everyone's entries and have great fun playing songs and enjoying ourselves. So until then, folks, just go out there, have fun, and find yourself lots of love, water, and shade. So, bye.
Bye.